Alright, here we are going to learn how to draw a Fibonacci spiral. And the first step is to pick one of your 8 colored pencils, whichever color you'd like, and you're going to find the dot that is 12 over, so 12 on the x-axis and 9 up. And you're going to put a mark right there on that spot, 12, 9. This mark is going to represent the bottom right corner of the first square. And the first square is going to be a 1 by 1 square. And I'm going to do a small label, do it on the inside to show that this is just a side length of 1. Next we're going to draw another 1 by 1 square directly to the left of the one we already drew. You can use the same color since it's still the same size square, and again label that the length is 1. Now choose a different colored pencil and we're going to draw another square directly above the two that we've drawn, only this time to get from the end of our two marks we have a length of 2, and to keep it a square the height needs to also be 2. So this is going to be a 2 by 2 square here. Make it nice and dark, and again label that this one is a length of 2. We're going to continue this pattern drawing squares off of the already created image, only each time we need to make sure the full picture is still a rectangle. So here we have a 3 by 2 rectangle that's been created. So now I'm going to add a square to the left hand side, but to keep it a rectangle it's going to be a 3 by 3 square. So with my third color, add on a 3 by 3 square and label the side length is 3. We're going to keep working our way around, so picking our fourth color, we're going to draw a square coming off the bottom. Now this time, to make it a square, we need to have it be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 5 square. So I'm going to make sure to count from the corner here that it's over 5, which means I need to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then connect my square. And then again label that this has a side length of 5. The next square is going to come off the right hand side of our rectangle, which means this is going to be our length. So I need to count that it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squares, which means I need to go 8 squares over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should take you directly to the edge of the graph paper. You can fill in this whole square. Once again labeling that the distance of the side is 8. Now choosing our next color and continuing with this same pattern, only this time above, the length to keep up with this whole rectangle is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I need to go 13 up to make it a square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, which should take you directly to the top of your page. And fill in the other sides of your square. And then once again label that the distance of the side is 13. To continue in our pattern, we're now going to add a square along the left hand side, and to make it a square we're going to have 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 as our side length. So pick yet another color And this time we're going to need to count over 21 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then fill in your square that is 21 across and 21 down. And then once again label that our side length here is 21. And now for our last square, it's going to be along the bottom of what we already have here, which is going to be 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and 34. I'm going to pick my last color and I need to count down 34 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. And you'll notice it's actually going to go off the end of your page. So we're not going to be able to quite fit it on here, so it's going to go off the end on both sides of the paper and then all the way up to the original rectangle. Now you'll notice that as we look at the labeled sides of the lengths of each of our squares, in order for it to continue to build, it's following the Fibonacci numbers. We started with 1, then 2, 3, 5, then 8, 13, 21, 34, and the next side length would indeed be 21 plus 34 and be 55 all the way across. Now, to turn it into a spiral, you're going to go back up to where we started, and this time, starting in the top right hand side of your 1 by 1 square, you're going to gently curve through to the opposite corner. And that's going to curve through to the opposite corner of the next 1 by 1. Oh, I'm sorry, start in the top left of the left-hand square and then curve through both of these so that you can curve up into 2, to 3, curve through the corner of 5, and then through, we're not going straight across the diagonal, but curving around 8, and then through the corners of 13, through the corners of 21, and then lastly down through 34, which is obviously going to come off the page here at the very bottom. But you'll see that this is the spiral that you've seen in so many pictures that talk about the golden ratio and Fibonacci. And this spiral is created by following the ratios that are 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34. And so following this pattern, which are the ratios of 1.61 or phi, we get this spiral that's made that we see in so many areas in nature.